Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Performance Kitchen, and sprinting into the kitchen today is 400 metre runner, well I should say Great Britain 400 metre runner, Laviai Nielsen. Laviai, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
We've got all these ingredients here, tell us what you're going to be making.
So I'm going to make a salmon with soy, ginger and lime dressing with a side of coconut rice and some greens.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
really good. Excited to get started with this. What's the first step?
So we'll start by marinating the salmon.
Okay.
While we do that, we can cook the coconut rice and then we'll come back to the greens.
So we're marinating the salmon first?
That's what we're going to do.
All right, let's do it. Take it away.
Okay, so you can help me by chopping up some chilies, really finely chopped chilies.
I like it when the guests give me the easy jobs to do.
Okay, and then we'll chuck it into this bowl. And while you're doing that, I'll grate some ginger.
2 chilies. I should say, right? Or 1?
Yeah, 1 will do actually.
Depends how hot you want it, I suppose.
Well, hopefully,
we'll do 1 for now.
We just want a little bit of a kick with it, not too much.
Okay.
Yeah, not too much spice.
And this meal, is it a typical meal that you usually make?
Yeah, so salmon is like my favourite protein. And I used to make this meal with just salmon, rice and greens, and it ended up being really boring. And most people kind of ask, like, do athletes have to have really strict meals? And I'm like, yeah, I'll have salmon, rice and greens.
So you would have this pretty much most days?
Yeah, but I've kind of just added the ingredients along the way. So I kind of discovered soy sauce tasted really good with salmon at a Thai restaurant, actually.
And you've only just discovered that?
Not only.
Soy sauce, all right.
But yeah, so I kind of added the soy sauce and then the chili for a bit of a tangy kick, and then and then the lime as well, and then just made the rice more interesting with the coconut milk. Yeah,
coconut rice is so.
I love coconut.
I mean, nothing comes close to it, in my opinion, really.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And would you have this typically before or after training?
So this would be my post-training meal.
Okay.
Only because it's like kind of before I start running, I don't want to be too heavy, and this is a great recovery meal with the greens. It's got a lot of iron in it, which is great for recovery, and the carbs obviously replenishes lost energy stores.
Yep.
And obviously the protein to rebuild muscles.
Yeah. So would you eat much before you train?
So I'll have, I'm a sucker for salads.
Right, okay.
I'll have loads of salads.
Nothing wrong with that?
Yeah, I have loads of salads. Probably chuck some salmon or chicken in there. But something that's really light and something that's not going to kind of weigh me down when I'm doing my running sessions.
Yeah.
So I've grated some ginger, not too much, otherwise it'll be way too tangy.
So got a bit of ginger in there.
And I'm going to grate some limes there. Again, not too much with this, just a little bit of a hit. And then we'll squeeze some lime, so you could do that one.
Nice, okay.
Thank you.
So we're squeezing a whole lime.
Yeah, this is like the bit I can't do. Go to the gym like every week, still can't squeeze a lime.
So test the strength here.
Yeah. So.
Right. It is quite tricky actually.
And then we have some soy sauce. And then we'll just mix
I think you're a bit stronger than me.
It's quite a firm lime, to be honest.
Right.
But that's looking great so
Brilliant.
far.
So lime's in there.
Good job with the chilies. And then
Thank you. I don't get enough appreciation here.
And then the soy sauce.
Lovely.
That looks great so far. And then we'll just mix that up.
Okay.
Boil it up.
And then we're just putting this on the salmon. And are we going to grill the salmon?
We're going to grill the salmon,
right,
which I think is the best way to kind of cook salmon because it's not too flaky, not too greasy.
Okay.
So I'm just going to season this with a bit of salt and pepper first.
And how long would you put the salmon in the grill for?
So this only probably takes about 10 minutes on a kind of medium-high grill.
Okay.
So we won't cook this now, but we'll just let it marinate for a bit.
Lovely.
So a bit of salt and pepper, and then literally just chuck this on top. Don't have to be too fancy, but make sure you get all the chilies in there. Yeah.
Nice.
And obviously, if you want it a bit more spicy, you can add a bit more chili. If you want it a bit more tangy, you can kind of just mess around with this meal if you want.
Okay.
So we'll leave that to the side.
Should we get a pan?
So yeah, what we're going to do first is put some coconut oil, and then we'll cook the rice with the coconut oil first.
Okay.
That way it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan.
Right, perfect. So we put it all in together?
Yeah, so we'll just put a few teaspoons of coconut oil, which I love coconut oil. So much better than olive oil.
Would you recommend that over any other oils?
All oil.
Yeah. It goes so well with everything, doesn't it? Yeah,
so with coconut oil, it's got quite a lot of saturated fats in it. Most people think saturated fats are really unhealthy.
Yeah.
But with coconut oil, it's so healthy because it just because it's solid before you cook it.
Yeah.
It doesn't change its chemical structure. No, my sister studies chemistry, so I kind of know all of this
Bit of a
stuff.
science lesson.
So it doesn't change its chemical structure, so it's exactly the same as if you cook it from the tin.
From the tin.
Yeah.
So we'll throw the rice in?
No, we're going to cook this.
We'll cook this up first.
Just so that it heats up a bit. Then we'll chuck the rice in.
On.
So
right.
I'm going to chuck the rice in first. You can kind of hear that sizzling a bit.
And that goes on once the water goes in, about 20, 25 minutes?
I think about, 20 minutes.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bit of water. Not too much.
Perfect.
So yeah, just give that a mix. Should put a bit more water in there.
Nice. You can smell the coconut from here.
I love everything coconut. I'm just going to put a bit of salt in there as well. Coconut rice, coconut desserts, coconut ice cream.
Coconut
guilty pleasure.
Do you have coconut milk as well?
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, so I've had loads of almond milk, but coconut milk is my favourite. Yeah.
It's taken over the world, the coconut. Right,
it's really good in coffee. If you love coffee, coconut oil in coffee is like my new favourite thing. So I'm just going to leave that to steam on a really low heat.
Okay, low heat.
Really low.
For about 20 minutes.
For about 20 minutes.
Lovely. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So while that's cooking away, what's the next step? Are we cooking up or chopping up some of these greens?
Yeah, now we can chop up the greens. Okay. And I'm going to add some spring onions to that.
Brilliant. So let's chop up. I've got the onions here.
Okay, so you can chop from about there upwards.
Okay.
You need the white bits.
The green bits upwards.
Yeah. I need another knife.
Here we go. Selection of knives.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go for. We don't really need to chop up the beans and the peas. So I'll just chop up the broccoli.
Okay, brilliant. Lovely.
I'm quite picky, so I don't usually eat the stems.
If it's green, it's good. That's what I say. That's the key thing to remember. So you, back what was it, 2015, you won a Junior European Championship in Sweden.
In Sweden, yeah.
That must have been a real highlight in your career so far.
Yeah, I kind of, so the year before I went to the World Junior Championships in the USA, and it was like, obviously I started sprinting the year before that. Yeah. So it was like my first time away from home and kind of experiencing the elite world, if you will. Yeah. And we came away with a silver medal in the 4x4, and ever since then, I kind of said I wanted it for myself. So I went into the European Juniors kind of hoping to get a gold medal in the relay, which we ended up doing, but...
Yeah, you and your sister did that.
Yeah, so me and my sister made up half the team.
Wow.
Of the 4x4.
Well, it seemed to work.
Yeah. But yeah, I was kind of, the whole year I was kind of just going in hoping to get gold in the relay, and then ended up going in as a favourite for the 400 individual as well. So that was a great championships because I came away with 2 gold medals.
So we got our broccoli and spring onion cut up.
Yeah, spring onion. Yeah, so we've got all our greens here. I'm going to cook that with coconut oil again. Okay,
in the pan?
In the pan.
So we'll get another hob going. Here we go. Move this out of the way. So these all going in together?
Yeah, I'll just chuck them all in. Don't have to be too...
Bit more coconut oil.
Lots more coconut oil.
Use as much as you want.
I love coconut oil. And you can literally use as much as you want. It's not unhealthy at all.
So the pan's ready to go. We've got the grill on. That's a loud sound in the background. Let's put our greens in, right?
Yeah, so once we put our greens in, then we can put the salmon in as well, because they'll probably take just about as long. So you go first.
Right, here we go. Straight in there. There you go.
Put some broccoli in there. Not too much. And then some... See, what are these, Joe?
Sugar snaps, not super snaps, as I said earlier. So yeah, thanks for that, appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Put some salt and pepper on that as well.
Salt and pepper.
And some soy sauce as well, actually. Adds a bit more flavour to it.
Here's the soy.
Cheers. Yeah, just put that.
That's interesting, putting some soy sauce in there.
It's really good on vegetables.
On the greens as well. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. And the salmon, we're putting the salmon in as well?
Yeah, so we'll have a shallow pan. Do you have a spatula? So yeah,
right, here we go. So it's been, I don't know, 10 minutes or so it's been marinating?
Yeah. So
good amount of time.
Do you know, anything from kind of 2 to 10 minutes. If you want to leave it overnight, you can do that as well.
Okay.
So,
shake these about a bit.
I'm going to get a spoon, put a bit more marinade on top. Just because I don't want to waste that.
Don't want to waste any of that.
It tastes good. You can actually smell the flavours. Do you want to give it a good whiff?
It smells really good. Smells good. So yeah, the coconut is coming through. Lovely. So here we go. That's on a medium to high heat as well on the grill.
Fitting it.
Might have to put it in portrait. That way.
That will do.
There we go.
We need to stir this before it burns.
Give it a stir, or give it a shake. There we go.
Give it a shake.
Pass that. Spoon. Lovely.
So yeah, Make sure that's not too high.
So what's the reasoning behind frying the greens instead of boiling them?
Just to give it a bit more kind of flavour. I like the kind of taste of kind of toasted vegetables as opposed to boiled.
Right.
It's a bit bland if you just boil it.
Right, okay.
And also so I can add the soy sauce in it with the salt and the pepper and the coconut oil.
Nice.
The coconut oil is great. In a kind of runner's diet, fats are really important as well, because once you kind of run out of the carb energy stores, your body turns to fat. So it's kind of like towards the end of the session, if I'm really burning out, that's when my body will turn to fat. So that's why I try and add loads of nuts, oils to my diet as well.
Yeah. Okay, so the salmon we think is just about done.
Yeah, the salmon's done. Taking the coconut rice off the hob and just let it steam for a bit.
So everything's ready?
Everything's ready.
Here we go, the big moment. Let's serve it up.
Let's get a tea towel so we don't burn ourselves. Get an adult to help me with this part.
Do you want me to take it out?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go.
That was just a joke.
Right.
Can you smell that?
There we go.
And the greens.
Get a couple of plates. Lovely. Let's serve them up.
Okay. Do you want to do the honours?
I'll do the rice.
I'll do the
I
greens.
think that's easier to do rice.
Yeah, you're right. Your rice.
Oh. Anyone? Did you hear that?
That was painful.
You didn't hear that? I said it's easier. It's easier for me to do the rice. She went your rice. See, Dave's laughing. He's really hard to make laugh.
All right.
Put him.
Long day.
Lovely. Here we go.
I love the smell of coconut rice.
Awesome.
Oh,
Did I tell you that coconuts are taking over the world right now? Did I say that?
you might have mentioned it.
Yeah, I might mention it. How can anyone not like coconut? That's what I don't understand.
Coconut water, that's quite controversial, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
actually,
do
that's a
like
good point.
coconut water.
Right, here we go. So we've got veggies and rice, and now
Spatula.
be careful. No,
If I break this.
this is the big moment. Presentation is everything.
It's key. It's essential.
Get rid of this.
Thank you. And there we go.
There we go. All done. And it looks lovely. So we've got our coconut rice, our broccoli and sugar peas, sugar snaps and green beans and marinated salmon. So here we are. We've got it all served up. Should we just get stuck in?
Yeah.
It looks really good.
I'm proud.
Here we go. And you put a bit of chili, some chili flakes over the rice.
Yeah.
That was interesting. What made you do that?
Do I really have to
spare
say?
at the moment? Yeah.
It's fair at the moment.
Okay, all right. It might
It's all
work.
about experimenting, isn't
I'm
it?
going to get stuck in with these greens and well, they might have to chop them up a little bit. How's the salmon?
Good. I'm happy with that.
That rice is amazing.
Yeah, I like that rice. Give that another go. I literally love coconut
It really
rice.
pays off to make it yourself, doesn't it? You get much richer taste. Amazing.
Happy?
I'm really happy.
I'm happy.
Really good. Thank you so much for being here.
No,
and
thank
cooking
you.
this meal.
I enjoyed cooking it.
You got your season coming up soon, right? Or it
Not
starts?
until, 2017, so
Okay.
April. But I'm training at the moment. Just
So a lot more training to come, and obviously winter's coming up, so you have to.
yeah.
Do you have to eat a lot more during the winter?
Yeah.
Out of interest?
I think I have to put a bit more weight on and then
Right.
lose it in the summer.
Nice. I like
yeah,
that.
just because it's cold.
Well, good luck with everything.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
being here.
Thank you
and
very much.
thanks to you guys at home for watching the Performance Kitchen. We'll be back again soon.